What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Divine Journey 2. It took me so long to craft this. That was so many steps in crafting and how many various resources we had to come back and craft again. But we got it. We got our first powered spawner, and I already know what's going in it. Guardians. Because screw trying to get anything else out of this thing. I want to say I just do... That didn't work. Combine with a broken spawner and an anvil. Well, I have a few of those. Yeah, let's grab one of these ones. I don't have an anvil over here, but I know where I do have one. It's down here. Our base is starting to get complicated. Finding where everything is a little tough. Wait. Okay, yeah. So I do that, and now upgrade with capacitors, and I should be able to... Wait, before I do this. Okay, with the soul binder is how you change which one it is. I think you just... I think you can change it in a soul binder afterwards. What is this? Mob duplicator. No thanks. Supply the power to activate. Upgrade with capacitors to increase speed and energy storage. Cost multiplier 10 times. Yeah, there's quite a few. Let's try doing the spawner first. Like I said, I think you could just combine it with a soul vial after you've made it a spawner. But considering it's my first one, I'm going to do it the safe way. That's going to take a minute. And a lot of power. Holy. Okay. We'll let that go. Today we're getting moved forward a little bit. Go ahead and claim our stuff in here. That gives us a soul vial. Let's see. First, capture a mob of your choice. You want to auto-spawn in a soul vial. Then bind the mob in the soul vial to a broken spawner through a soul binder. Now combine the rebound broken spawner with a powered spawner in an anvil. Finally, place the powered spawner down, put a capacitor in it. Capacitor will affect the speed and quantity of mob spawned and provide it power. I now have access to the wireless stuff. I'm not going to worry about it just this second, because I want to push today, and I want to get to Osmiridium. If I can get to Osmiridium, we can get to these methodology processors, which will unlock interfaces, which I need the processors as well before I really move too far forward. Because one of the things I have set up is the last time we came down here and we got all of this machinery and stuff set up. And you can see I've cleaned this up. Also added a layer onto it. But the system is fully functioning. As you can see, it's producing brine. We're doing 9 millibuckets per tick at the moment. We have 1 millibucket per tick over here. The brine is actually going down. Either way, I have the resistive heater back there set up so it's producing 700 degrees Kelvin. And everything is coming down from there into this rotary condensator, the liquid lithium, which is going into this ultimate gas tank to produce lithium gas. Now the reason I have it set up this way, and there is a cable facade down here once we actually have access to them, is we're going to set up a storage bus on this to get lithium gas from here, because this is the one that needs to go to 2 different places. One is going to be going up here where we have, and I did change this since last time, I swapped out the drawer here for a redstone furnace to make lithium ingots. And lithium ingots, oh, I don't need 256 stacks, I don't think. I mean, I guess that's fine, because technically it's free. It just costs water and energy, I guess. Oh, whatever. We're making lithium ingots here. So the liquid or the gas lithium will get moved into here for a chemical crystallizer, which will make it into lithium dust, which gets cooked into the ingots. Lithium dust is not used for anything except for these ingots. And I have a complicated mess of stuff over here. I already have gas conduits set up when we're ready for that. You can see those gas conduits doing water vapor for over here for our clay production, which is also now producing bricks. So I've been doing little things here and there. I'm making some adjustments to some of our walls as well. Like right there, I've moved our vibrant and energized gears into fabricators, just because it seems to work better. But in order to do that, I've had to increase our aluminum and platinum gears to 4 stacks each. I wasn't sure I wanted to do, but why aren't you getting your gears? Oh, I know why. I didn't put them in here. It would help if I add them into here. There. Now it should be running. Yeah, there we go. It would help to actually set up our walls correctly. But as you can see, I've got a lot of things set up already. Most of the items for our... what were they called? Empowers. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name. Most of the stuff for our empowers are set up. I think the only things we are missing are the prismarine and something else. Wrong floor. Let's see. That side is fully set up. I did fully automate this side. And this is nothing but all the stuff that we need for Elevatium. So as you can see, got a little setup here. I gave that its own drawer because it actually does require 4 of them each time. But I guess I can get rid of that now. I no longer need to do batch crafting for this one. This one is fully automated. Pulls from the system over there as well for the actual crystals. Why is my screen blinking? Anyways, I have all of this stuff set up over here. It is automated. As you can see, it is pulling from the storage over there. I'm hoping that blinking is not coming through. But those are the only things left for us to automate. Bricks are done. We still need prismarine shard, which is why we got the powered spawner. So prismarine shards should be automated now once I go put this down there and give it some power and a capacitor. I will deal with that in just a little bit. I'll just stick it there for now. I have a whole bunch of stuff in here. I went looking through my storage. I'm having issues with ME system stuff. It's the same problem I was encountering of random drawers just filling with in-bar. I cleared out every single thing in these drives. I condensed the drives. And like this is all the stuff that just wound up in our storage system from randomly crafting, and it stays in the crafting gear too long, so it fills the buffer again. I was like, okay, whatever, just stick it in here. It'll pull it from here as we need it. As you can see, it's pulled some stuff already. I did that, and I had all of these green. I condensed everything down with our MEIO port. And then I went back through, and I found stuff again that don't need to be in here. Like there's an in-steel chassis, which I think that's actually for me crafting today. But it was just like random things appearing in here that don't need to be in here. Like, why is there 148 soul sand? Let's get moving forward with some of the other things that we need to be able to make. So one of those is going to be working with this stuff to get this, I think that's steaming Rstonia. We need to build another big multi-block, which is a boiler, to make steam. I don't know exactly how I want to do this one either, because it is going to be need... Oh my gosh. This is another complicated multi-block. I think it's built the same way as the evaporators that we have downstairs. 3x3 base platform of the boiler case. Place a superheating element on the middle block. When making a larger boiler, you can add more superheating elements to the layer as long as they are touching each other side to side. Place boiler casings around the superheating element. You can use structural glass instead of boiler casings anywhere but the corner edge blocks. Place a pressure disperser under the roof of the boiler. In this case, it's on top of the superheating element. How big is this thing? Is it like a 3x3, 4 blocks tall? I think. With either boiler casings or structural glass, add a final layer of boiler casings on top, making the multi-block 4 blocks tall, and replace 2 with valves. 1 touching the superheating element and 1 touching the pressure disperser. A flash of redstone particles surrounding the boiler multi-block indicate that it has formed correctly, and you can now access its UI by right-clicking anywhere on the multi-block. Pump water into the valve, touching the superheating element to fill up the boiler with water. Use either a resistive heater, which we already have crafted, to add heat to the boiler. The heat cables can be attached anywhere on the boiler except on glass. Wait for it to reach at least 100 and steam will be produced. The steam can be extracted through the valve, touching the pressure disperser. Okay, so I have a bunch of crafting to do, it looks like. But there's our boiler materials. Go find a spot to set it up down here. Probably right here to the right when we come out. Right here. Probably do the same thing like we did over there where we're kind of set right here. You can hear our system over there going. Hey, there we go. Wait, it needs another valve for the resistive heater, doesn't it? I found this a little funny. So if you notice my wiring and stuff, I always place these little paths that I can go around things, go over our cables and stuff. Apparently, I don't need to do that anymore. So I have the full dark set. As you can see, it's taking some damage. I need to throw mending on each of them, but I'm waiting to get some more enchantments and stuff. Apparently, this is slightly bugged with the Elytra upgrade for them. I can just jump and walk through my lines. I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but it does. So, yeah. That's kind of weird. But I'll make use of it where I need to. So I need to give this some water, which I might see if I can just pipe the water from over here over to this one as well. Okay, so next thing we need is, I think I actually do need to make this for now. I can take the tank up there to make that stuff. But I need this as well. Okay, let's go get back to crafting. We have a few more things that we need to craft for this. If I have most of this set up the way we want it. As you can see, it's a freaking mess. I've been trying, like, toying around with this a little bit. Our boiler over here has just been producing steam. I actually did move it back a little bit because I'm going to shrink this one down to one of the smaller sets of walls. The only thing we are getting out of this is going to be DT fuel and steaming Restonia. I think I need to put it like right here, unfortunately. So as you can see, I've got an electrolytic separator, which is grabbing from this tank right below it. We have our chemical infuser, which is currently gaining deuterium, which is gaining from this. It is collecting heavy water from upstairs. I set up just a small pump system right here over on one of our spots. I might move it somewhere else depending on if I feel like hiding it. But for now, it is right here. It's got its own solar panels just to make sure it stays powered. It's not very fast right now, but I think I can upgrade it. I should be able to. You can take energy and filter upgrades. Okay, it can take speed upgrades. I can do that. But it's not using a lot of power, but I think these generate a lot more than it uses. Yeah, 128, so I can speed it up a bit. It is generating heavy water using a filter upgrade that we made earlier. And all of this is so that we can make steaming Restonia. My goal right now is to get to this. If we can get to this, I can get to that, which is just some osmium from there. And I looked at it, I think for the laser, which is that one I was just looking at, this one. I need 13 of this steaming Restonia. I know I need more of it for this stuff, but for us to actually finish what I want to do today, yeah, I need a laser base. I think I need 4 of those, and a laser drill. Or I need 4 laser drills and a laser base, right? 1 block away of a laser base, it will charge it with power. If it is wrongly placed, it will have a name tag on top telling you so. Okay, so I need a laser base and I need 4 laser drills. So that's 16, 17, 26. 26 steaming Restonia. I have the crystalline alloy somewhere. And all the other stuff I already have automated. So I'm not worried about any of that. Oh, and it's not fully automated at the moment. I just keep moving gas tanks back and forth for it. But we have our solar neutron activator that is sitting right here. I have added some more channels for our ME cable that's coming over here, because I do have an ME chest here for our root stuff that I've been keeping it over here. But I will connect this stuff up once I have gas ME export and import buses and stuff like that, which we need the methodology processors for. But as you can see, we're collecting some tritium. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. There's a tank below it that's processing all the lithium that we have from our boilers and stuff down there, our evaporator tanks. Let's take this down there and see how much of this DT fuel we can get. Because if I can get enough of this stuff, then I can get our laser base set up. I also got to figure out... Well, that can go anywhere. I got to figure out where it needs to go in on this. And now a gas conduit there. And you are producing, making DT fuel. Now, if I remember right, steam, which we're going to be getting from this, is a fluid. But the DT fuel is a gas. So I should be able to do something here for the PRC where we have to pipe in our steam and Restonia. Fluid on the top. There we go. We're getting our steam. And if I put U2 gases input on that side, Oh, because I changed that to blue. There we go. Now we should be getting it. There we go. Now I just need to figure out what I'm doing with my inventory, because I got so much stuff in my inventory that I keep collecting. Anyways, let's grab some of our empowered Restonia that's up here. And now we are getting some steaming Restonia. It should also be producing just a little bit of DT fuel. I may just have this pump out into a trash can because everything here is just coming from water. So I have absolutely no concerns with trying to store any extra of it. I'll have the buffer tanks and stuff once we actually get our automations, but I am not concerned about this at all. We've almost got all of our steaming Restonia, which this really didn't take that long. I was expecting it to actually require a bit more, but you know what? I won't complain. Let's go ahead and take all this up there, and we can get our laser set up and get our first iridium, which is what this whole process has been for. We're going to make one block of steaming Restonia. That'll give us our laser base. Then we need 4 laser drills. Help if I put all these in here. And then I need the laser base. Should have the crystalline alloy in here. There we go. There's our laser drill. Now, from what I remember about this, we need to go to the end to use it. Laser lenses can be used to increase or decrease the chances of getting specific ores. Depth refers not to the Y level, but to the absolute depth, and should be between the values displayed in JEI. Oh, this needs power too. I think I have an extra thing in my inventory. Yes, I have an advanced power cell, the glitched one that it gave us. But I need a card. Very soon, this whole setup is going to become irrelevant, because we are going to be working soon on the rainbow generator setup, which that'll essentially give us 25 million RF every tick when it's running. I'm not going to be running it all the time. It's actually probably rarely going to run unless I absolutely need it for something, which I think the only thing I need it for is rainbow blocks, because those are an annoying pain. I'm going to stick this in here. I have an angel block. Okay. And let's head before I go anywhere else. Laser drill. I need iridium. Oh, I can get platinum ore. Light blue laser lens in any biome. That would be nice. I need a white laser lens. That's what I need. I think it's working. It's just very slow. I don't know if I have any ways to speed it up, but it is working. We've got 1 iridium ore already. And we're about to get our second. There it is. Yes. We have iridium. That gives me a bunch of plastic that I don't need. We need 4 iridium ingots, which I think I can use these to get up to 4. Do the usual methods. Enrichment chamber for 2. I can induction smelt it for 3 with cinnabar and get platinum. Might be my way to get it. But this iridium is going to be something we can combine in an induction smelter with some osmium take our osmiridium, which is what we need to get the methodology processor, which unlocks so much stuff. Number one, it unlocks interfaces. Number two, it unlocks my ability to move the gas stuff around without having to just move tanks all over the place. So that's going to be one of the things I'm going to need it for. But I'm going to make sure this chunk is loaded. Hey, look at that. I did put it right next to our Enderman, or our End farm. This system has been by far overpowered for what it's needed for. Look at that, a stack of red hearts. Oh, that reminds me. We have the stuff, and we have the ability now to make orange heart containers. Now, to get them though, still a little expensive, we have to go get Totems of Undying, which we have to go find woodland mansions to collect them from. I got them from something else. I forget what. Might have been quest rewards or something. I don't remember where I got them from. But we can get those from woodland mansions. I can just go hunt for those. But it's these relic apples which are going to be the thing that slows me down on those, because they take an empowered emeradic crystal block and an empowered diamantine crystal block. 2 of them each. That's a lot of those. Given the quest does give them back to us, but that's still a lot of them. And I believe empowered emeradic crystal is my slowdown at the moment. I did not mean to press that. I want my key. But we now have enough. I'm gonna need that. Enough iridium for us to get, I'm hoping, our first interface. I will go through and set up all my gas stuff and things that I need to do before next time. But this was my big goal for today. And I believe if I do this correctly, I should get a trophy when we craft the interface, which will be very nice. Where's my cinnabar? How many do I need? 6. Go ahead and stick this in here. And let's take our 18 iridium. I'll take some extra platinum from it. I won't complain about that. Speaking of which, how is our resource wall looking over here? We're great on that. I could still afford more silver and lead, but I have a thing out there. I'm just not actually doing anything with it. I know I need quartz, and I know I need a better source of glowstone. But most other things, I think we are okay on. I could afford some more diamonds. Looks like I'll be moving our excavators around a bit between this video and the next one. But that should give me most of that stuff. The iridium. I don't know that I need this for anything else at the moment. Oh, I can make golden lasso. Sweet. Let's grab me a little bit of osmium. Let's just do 16 for now. Oh yeah, I have upgrades in here. No, wrong one. Upgrades. So, processing speed upgrades. I also have this metallurgical recovery, so it has a chance to not use the metallurgical flux in cases of cinnabar, slag, things like that. I also have 2 of these auxiliary sieves, or sieves, that increase the chance of a secondary product. So I was getting quite a bit of platinum out of our nickel ore, and I think I probably got a couple extra out of those iridium ore. Oh, that gives us 2 osmiridium each. Nice! Look at that. We have osmiridium. Now I think I should have this corner set up. That if I pipe my osmiridium into here, or if I just put a chest somewhere. Might do that. Just stick a chest right here. They can feed into it. I should get the methodology processors. Let's grab a quick chest and I will pull out some item conduits. I think I have it set up right. Let's try one to start with. Let's see if it gets pulled out anywhere. It did. Where it went, I do not know. Gonna be on one of these back here, I think. Yes! Methodology processor! That gives us our trophy as well. Which one was that? The top one? That means this is our methodology press. So I'll put you there. And now I will go ahead and just stick 15 of those in there for now. That'll make a bunch of those. And where's our glass panes? They go right here. That means I should have a few of these methodology processors available to me. The Automator's Trophy. I feel like that's an accomplishment in itself for today. Hey, Kyle. Kyle. We've made it to automation. Are you excited? He's fascinated by the induction smelter. We got it! Okay. Let's see if we can make this interface. I don't remember how complicated the recipe is for it, but I want one interface. That is not bad. We have our first interface. I was remembering it being a little more difficult than that, but you know what? I ain't gonna complain. Oh, I gotta figure out which one of those I want. Gives me some more iridium ore, and we've got our first interface. This means I am going to be spending a bunch of time swapping out blocks, getting rid of all our little drawer walls that we're using to feed everything. So that means this whole mess back here will go away. And the one that really needs it is over here. I don't think I have enough items in there. And I actually started a second drawer wall behind this one. So that should mean I can get rid of all of that stuff and it should work a lot better. As long as I remember how to use these things correctly. But that should mean I also have access to fluid interfaces and gas interfaces. Let me take a look. Interface terminals. ME interface infusion craftings. Essentia infusion provider. No, I don't need that. But we should have access to a fluid interface. Yep, just some crystalline ingots. Crystalline alloy ingots. And we should have a... Do we not have a gas interface? I guess not. But it does give me access to these guys, which are the import-export terminal and storage bus, which those are what I want to be able to fully automate the whole lithium multi-block evaporation boiler setups down there. So I can get those going between this time and next time. But that's going to be it for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I will see you guys next time, where hopefully our base has undergone a small transformation that you won't even see. I'll see you guys next time. I'm so excited, Kyle. I have an interface.